Okay, it's Friday the 21st of April. Tomorrow's Earth Day. Keep that in mind. These are the temperatures around, say, 3 o'clock this afternoon, 70s, even some 80s popping up in central PA. I think the AccuWeather, this takes us to around 5, and you get some cloud cover and stuff going on here. That's why these temperatures have dropped. But what I'm getting at is the AccuWeather, I think, had this almost to 90 the other day. And I didn't see that. Again, I called and said I don't think you'll see any upper 80s and 90s again. But these temperatures that are showing on this map, which is the NAM map, which is pretty accurate in the short term, I think maybe the temperatures gets a few degrees warmer than you can see through here. But we're not going near upper 80s and 90s. You can see the cold front up here. This is around 7 o'clock this evening. It's just starting to show up out here off the lakes. And then you got like a clash. You got cooler air coming off the ocean, going from east to west. And then you got this front out here in the west. And you'll watch on this map, and I'm doing this on purpose so you can see it. You can see how this is going to the west, and this is coming in from the west to the east, and they're going to clash in the center. And again, this is around 10 o'clock tonight. So you can see temperatures in the east have dropped into the 50s, 40s and 50s to the west, and the warm air is in the center here. And then as you can see, it kind of comes together. This is around 1 o'clock in the morning. You can still see here's your winds off the ocean coming from the east to west, and here's your front here. And then they kind of cross in the middle, but then that doesn't do the damage. This is 7 o'clock in the morning, and here's actually the secondary front in the west here, and temperatures drop from the upper 50s to the low 40s behind it. And then this takes you through around 10 o'clock in the morning, and again you have that easterly flow off the ocean keeping temperatures cool for upper 40s to lower 50s in the east. And then you got this front slowly working its way across the state. Tomorrow, temperatures climb into the lower 70s at best in the east, and as they drop as the front comes through. And I'm going to show you the precipitation chart on this. Some extreme storms can come out of this. There could be some heavy winds and some hail, some strong thunderstorms with this. And this takes you to about 8 o'clock in the evening on Saturday. And you can see we got temperatures in the 60s squeezed in here in extreme eastern PA and in Jersey. And then you can see that front squishing it, and we're going to push it right out to sea as it comes through. And then by Sunday morning at sunrise, you got temperatures in the 30s to 40s across the state of Pennsylvania. So let's look at the precipitation. Now here's that little cloud and precipitation. It could even be a thunderstorm. This is 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's why when you looked at the temperature map, its temperatures had dropped into the 60s in that area. And then these try to come across. Again, you got that flow off the east, and you got the flow coming in from the west. And you can see this. They kind of fade away, and even the one coming from the west doesn't have its power. But here comes the real cold front from the west. And this takes you to around 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. And this is what's going to mean business. Here's the front getting itself together. This is around 1 o'clock in the afternoon, right across the center of the state. Just starting to get its act together. And this is where the storms can get a little rough. This takes you to around 3 in the afternoon. And you can see the line trying to set up. You got these reds in here. That is some heavier precipitation, probably thunderstorms as they come east. And it'll be a gust of wind with it. Now look at that. This is 5 in the afternoon. And you can see pretty rough getting in here. Really, really got some strong storms, especially down here in Maryland and then up towards the northern part of PA. Some heavier thunderstorms. And you can see the line stays together. On this map here, the lines pretty much stay together around 6 o'clock. And then you can see this working its way to the east. They strengthen as the afternoon goes into the evening. This takes you to around 8 o'clock in the evening on Saturday. And here's your line. And you can see it's definitely defined here. as it comes across the state, and it's starting to go into New Jersey at this point in time, and then it clears the state. And if you look real close in the background here, this is around 9 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Flurries. Yep, you got some snow flurries going on back there. And as this comes through, you can see there's a mixture. As the rotation goes through, you got this winds coming off the lakes, and you have showers, and where it's chilly enough in the highest of elevations, there could be a flurry or two. Here's your rain precipitation. As you can see, it gets its act together right around here, and then from here to the east, you got heavier amounts of rain involved, especially through here. An inch or more rain could fall. And mostly what you see out here is from today's showers and stuff like that. And then to the east, it's on Saturday. And you can see some very heavy precipitation up here in the Hudson Valley. Okay, that's that. And your temperatures on Monday, quite chilly. A couple of areas got some freezing temperatures up here. But for the most part, mid-30s across the state and southeast, you're down in the low 40s. And we move this ahead. Not very warm on Monday. Low 40s to the north. Poconos, you're in the mid to upper 40s. And even southeastern Pennsylvania, you're only in the mid 50s. So it's, and then maybe that might feel you might get to 60, but pretty chilly considering what we've had. And then as we get into Tuesday morning, temperatures are actually chillier. We have now a widespread area of temperatures below freezing out here in the western PA. And here's Pittsburgh at 33, so you're hanging in there, but around you it's at below freezing or at freezing. Poconos, there might be some areas like Mount Pocono up that way where you get to freezing or below, but otherwise mid 30s elsewhere, even down in the southeast, 30s, except for Philly. But it's pretty chilly for down here at this time of year. And then as we move this ahead during the day, on Tuesday, you can see warm air is trying to come north, still 40s to the north, 50s in the center, and upper 50s down south. The warm air is trying to come back on Tuesday, but it just isn't there yet. We got Wednesday morning, let's see, it's starting to warm up. North of 80, temperatures are in the 30s. South of 80, temperatures are in the low 40s. And then as the day goes on Wednesday, you can see it's trying to come north. It makes it headway up to around 78 here, where temperatures get into the low 60s. North of that, you're in the low to mid 50s. So a chilly few days coming up ahead of us here, and some severe thunderstorms possible from central PA to into New Jersey tomorrow afternoon and evening. All right, this is Fred. You take it easy and you be safe out there. Happy Earth Day.